Boom! At the open, all-time high for the S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy. Jimmy.
Now what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil, doesn't make up happen.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning, I wanna turn on this. Deck it quick. While the average man looking at this sad like she fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like 5-6. I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want a stop pick. I know that booty got dropped, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot keys. Strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounce. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, roll with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and die. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL, make profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, pull the trigger, and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. And I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them hand make profits while I'm still in my same making profits. They used to watch me move them packs. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETF. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Hey, make profits. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing? Hey, make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? Hey, make profits.
That TTG money gang,
making profits.
We some snipers.
Hey yo, what's up, boys and girls? How are you all doing here today? Hope everybody's doing well. You got more inflation data out today. You got some news regarding Twitter, which for some reason makes Tesla's stock move to the upside when you get news on Twitter. I don't understand, guys, why there's this much obsession with Tesla stock and Elon Musk's involvement with Twitter, but the trade is there, and you did get some upside right into the close as Elon Musk is announcing that he has found a CEO for Twitter, and that is sending Tesla stock to the upside here late in the day. You got a $4 pop, $169.50 up to $173.50 on the back of that news. But today is all about kind of some individuals like Tesla, like Netflix. Netflix is, I think, stock of the day. Did not quite get into the buy zone that we were looking for inside True Trading Group. I'll go over what that price point is. And I'm also going to talk to you guys a little bit about the style of trading that I implement. It's very, very methodical. It's very emotionless, and it's very stress-free. You have entry zones, and then you have your take profit targets. And when a stock reaches your entry zone, your orders get filled. If the stock doesn't, then you just simply don't. And that's exactly kind of something that happened today in Netflix. Although there was another opportunity to pull the trigger on Netflix, and I'll go over that with you guys. I had another shot to enter that trade, but I did not end up pulling the trigger on it. But that ended up being, in my opinion, stock of the day as we take a look around in what was a very, very slow, choppy consolidation type of day, which is exactly the environment that the market's been in now for the last 4 days. You've had this really odd, just choppy range in the markets, but there still is some really good opportunities out there. Netflix, in my opinion, was the best opportunity of the entire day today. So we'll talk about that. We'll go over the trade setups where was the initial entry that never got into the entry zone? B, where was the second opportunity? And that's something you guys will learn in True Trading Group as well. Is if a stock is truly strong, you'll get more than one chance to enter it. If the stock is truly weak, you get more than one chance to enter the short. So I'll break that down for you guys. I'm also going to take a bunch of your questions because everybody wants to know. There's been so many catalysts. There's been the Fed meeting. There's been a labor report. There's been inflation data. There's been earnings. But the market is still stuck in this range. 4,200 resistance on the S&P above us. And then you've got that 4,000 level on the bottom end as support. And you are just stuck right inside of that range for the last couple of days now. And what catalyst do we have coming up that could potentially break us out of this range and get us back to the intense volatility and the very wide range daily candles that we've been accustomed to over the last 2 years? The last couple of days, as I zoom this in for you, you can see the markets have gotten very, very choppy and very complacent with very little movement at all. You can see this was intense volatility and very big movement. And then the last couple of days, the markets have just gone sideways. So a lot less action for us individually as traders the last couple of days, less trades being taken. Last week, we had 4 triple-digit gains. The week before that, 11. This week, I think only 1 or 2. We still have a trading day left to go. You got tomorrow. You're going to get some more information tomorrow. You got consumer sentiment numbers coming out tomorrow, some other retail data that comes out tomorrow as well. So we'll be able to maybe get some movement in the markets tomorrow once you get a little bit more information on the state of the consumer after you got jobless claims numbers today that were slightly higher than expected. All right, so what are the catalysts coming up that can break us out of this markets? Where do we see the opportunities? I'm also going to take questions from you guys. So enjoy. Welcome. My name is Michael Edward. In case you guys don't know who the hell I am, I'm a former award-winning hedge fund trader, but now the co-founder and the head trader at True Trading Group. If you don't know, we are the fastest growing and highest rated premium online educational platform that's available to retail traders. So if you're ready to learn trading profit for real, you come to the right place. 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live right here for free. Myself, other TC Pro Trading mods, and special guests drop golden nuggets, give you free lessons, education, and analysis and trade ideas that can help you guys become better traders. So if you haven't done so already, smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications, make sure you never miss out on any of these streams. Why should you care about anything we discuss? Glad you asked. I did not figure this stuff out on my own. I began my career working for a fund in New York City, my first job out of college, where I had to first go through a 3-month educational training program before they let me touch $1 of their money. Then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession and the stock market crash, but was also the same year I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now, fast forward, I'm the co-founder and head trader of TTG, along with my team of 9 professional trading mods. We've helped thousands of traders from all over the world. We actually have members in over 100 different countries. We've helped them reach their goals of achieving profitability. You see, we're the fastest growing platform because, in my opinion, we take university level curriculum, right? Stock, trading, and investing courses, similar to the stuff that I learned that I worked at the fund in New York. And we pair that with premium stock market tools. We do live workshops and provide individual mentorship for stocks, options, crypto, futures, for all styles of trading. We do day trading, swing trading. We also do long-term investing. So there's something for everybody inside True Trading Group. But we take that university level curriculum, we pair it with about $5,000 to $6,000 worth of premium tools that give you more information, that help you make better decisions. You don't have to pay for them. They're included on our platform. We've built relationships with these companies for the last several years that allows us to put their products and tools on our platform instead of you going to these companies directly and paying for it. Saves you about $5-6 grand a year. You also get access to our members, the most educated, successful, and supportive community of traders you're ever going to find. And of course, the trade alerts from the mods and I that collectively as a group have been able to maintain a cumulative win rate of around 80% for the last 3 years. So if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, turn on notifications. Don't ever miss out on any of these live streams. Let's go, guys. Let's take it over to the charts and let's talk about what happened in the markets today. Like we said, a very low volatility type of a day today. You got some key jobs data and inflation data. Now, the inflation data that came out today, this is now the 3rd month in a row where your PPI data is under expectations. Okay, it's under expectations. It has been just a fantastic report as far as the PPI inflation data goes. Now, the difference in PPI and CPI, guys, CPI is all about the consumers, the prices that the consumer pays for the goods that you purchase. That's going to include, housing. It's going to include cars, food, energy like oil and like natural gas to heat your home, your electricity bills, gas to fill up your car, healthcare expenses. These are all the things that get retail prices. These are all the things that get factored into your CPI. PPI is the producer price index. So that's going to be the best way for me to explain that is for those of you that don't know, that's the prices that companies that produce and manufacture the goods that we buy, that's their costs. So it's going to be more of the raw cost for the materials and stuff at the production and manufacturing level versus the end consumer level. And that PPI number has been fantastic. Okay, you're down into the 2s. All right, now you remember you talked about the Fed. The Fed's goal is to get inflation back to 2%. That's regarding the CPI. So for CPI, they want to get inflation back to 2.0. Right now it's at 4.9. The core is 5.5. Core is the CPI number, but when you factor out food and energy, so it's everything else minus food and energy, that number is actually significantly higher, 5.5% versus 4.9 in the headline. So that's the number the Fed wants to get to 2%. But the PPI number, that number is already basically at 2%. You're at about 2.5% PPI. So that's a good thing, right? That's a good piece of data that came out today. The one negative piece of data that came out today was the fact that the jobless claims numbers were higher than expected. They're actually the highest number since October of 2021. So he was expected to come in at 245,000. It came in 264,000. So above expectations on the jobless claims and the highest number since October 2021. But we know that that number is going to climb, right? The labor market's going to soften. The labor market is still extremely strong, way stronger than anybody could have even ever imagined. Even people that are bullish could not have expected that you'd be at a 3.4% unemployment rate with the Fed funds above 5. So the Fed funds rate at 5%. And if you asked anybody December of 2022 that the unemployment rate in May would be 3.4, even the most bullish people on the economy would have said, no way, Jose. Yet here we are. And it's one of the strongest labor markets that we have ever seen in history. You got to go back 5 decades to get an employment rate as low as we find ourselves here now today. The average unemployment rate over the last 20 years actually floats around 5%. You're at 3.4. So even if you get an increase in that number, which I think you will over the course of the year, it's still, in my opinion, going to be, at or below the 20-year average. So that's why, when I've been talking about expecting kind of this mild recession, I've been pretty steadfast in expecting it to be mild, because I don't envision that unemployment rate skyrocketing like you saw in 08, 09, and then during the early 80s. Those were severe recessions. Even the dot-com bubble, the unemployment rate got to about 6.5%, maybe 7%. 08, 09, you got all the way to 9, 10%. In the 80s, again, 9, 10%. Those are severe recessions. I don't think you get anywhere near that number. If anything, I think the unemployment rate just goes back to a state of normalcy, as away from the extreme tightness that you have in the labor markets today. So that's what happened in the markets today. And you got this choppy action. You have very, very obvious levels on the SPY that we can talk about. And one of them is 409. You must draw this line across on your screen at 409. It is the bottom end of what has been a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-day consolidation. You can see that over the last 5 trading days, over the last 5 trading days, the market has essentially just gone sideways, right? You can see this here, just sideways action for 5 days. 409 is the bottom end of this range. If you get underneath that, you have a gap to fill that takes you all the way down to here, and that's going to put you down around 405.5. So you get under 409, that's when I think that selling pressure accelerates to the downside. So make sure you are well aware of that 409 level. On the flip side of that, what's the top end of this range? Draw it right across. It's right around 413.5 to 414. Now you can see just as easily as you see the support level at 409, which is also the gap entry, right? So there's the support level at 409. You just as easily see the resistance at 414, right? There's your double top resistance from yesterday with the CPI number. And there's resistance after JP Morgan upgraded the regional bank sector. And then there's resistance from the day of the Fed meeting. Okay, so here you can see this resistance level here, support levels here, and we are stuck in the middle of this consolidation range. When you find yourself range bound like this, you're going to be better off implementing like a channel trading type of strategy, or an iron condor strategy, which one of the moderators in True Trading Group, his name is Momin. He focuses on advanced option strategies, multi-leg option strategies like credit spreads, straddles, strangles, butterflies, iron condors. Now, some of you may not know what any of these things are. Don't worry about it if it's over your head. You'll learn this stuff as a member of True Trading Group. But an iron condor is a type of trade that you can put on that you will actually make money if the market just goes sideways. And you'll make money. If the markets go up big or down big, you lose money. If the markets go sideways, you make a lot of money. Okay, that's an iron condor. So a lot of members in True Trading Group have pulled off like 75% gains on that iron condor trade already that they've been in for the last couple of days. A phenomenal trade. I think, honestly, trade of the week inside of True Trading Group, just to have that sense to put on the iron condor trade. So congratulations to members of True Trading Group that are still in that iron condor. It's not a trade that I am in, but one of our moderators, Momin. And that's the thing about True Trading Group, guys. It's not just me. It's not just 1 or 2 traders. You have 9 professional traders with different trading styles and strategies that walk you through every trading day from pre-market all the way through the close. We're not there for 1 hour, then you're left to just fend for yourself. We all have different styles, different strategies, different strengths that can apply in different market environments. And this week, it's been all about that iron condor. So congratulations to Momin and to all of the members of True Trading Group that are in that trade. But you can also implement a little bit more of a scalpers type of style and strategy off of these levels. So when you have a very clearly defined channel and very clearly defined range like this, rely on these levels to hold rather than break, and wait for the fundamental catalyst to take you through one of these levels. So the next time that the SPY gets all the way up to 413.5, implement that scalping mentality, use that resistance level as a backstop to get yourself short, get into put options, or if you're shorting futures contracts or whatever it is that you trade, and look for the quick pullback. When you get down to 409, okay, watch for a quick bounce off of 409 and just stick and move, stick and move, stick and move, rather than always looking for that massive, big directional break type of move. There's times in a market where you have momentum and direction. There's other times in a market where you have consolidation, okay? All markets in all asset classes, whether it's commodities, whether it's small caps, mid caps, large caps, every single type of security goes through moments of momentum and moments of consolidation. And as a trader, it's very, very important that you understand how to identify the difference between those two environments so you can alter your price targets, you can alter your entry points, and alter your expectations so that you can consistently make money in any market environment. One of the things that we focus on the most in True Trading Group is teaching you how to be a diversified trader, because the market does not stay in the same type of environment forever. Many of you that probably made a whole bunch of money in 2021, you learned firsthand the harsh reality that 2021 is not what the stock market does on a daily, weekly, monthly, or yearly basis. You learned the hard way in 2022 that things changed. So you need to be able to make money when markets go up. You need to be able to make money when markets go down, and you need to be able to make money when markets go sideways. If you ever want to become a full-time trader and do this for a living, you need that arsenal. You need that diversity. And that's why we have so many different types of moderators in True Trading Group that focus on different styles and strategies so you can arm yourself with the knowledge and the education and the confidence in these styles so you can implement them in different market environments. Many members of True Trading Group have gone on to become full-time traders. I'll actually prove that point to you guys. Do me a favor, just type the number 1 in chat right now if you guys have become full-time traders with True Trading Group. You guys can just comment and sound off in chat there. So it is something that you guys that is possible. It's not easy. It's not something that's just going to happen overnight, but having that arsenal of diversity is a big, big, big advantage and gives you a lot of, benefit from different environments like you find yourselves in today. Okay. So these are all things that you guys are going to learn as members of True Trading Group. All right. So I actually have a pretty cool live stream in store for you guys here today. I'm actually going to bring on my business partner and co-founder of True Trading Group. You guys we know him in True Trading Group as Shug. A lot of others know him just as Adam. So everybody give a big warm ayo to Adam.
Hello, Michael.
Hello, Adam.
How are you?
Yeah, they know you as Adam. I know you as Adam.
I don't know why you know me as that.
I don't know. I don't know. I call you Adam. I don't know. I don't know why. You can't ask me why. I don't really know why.
All right, no, that's just fair.
Yeah.
So what are we doing today?
Well, I thought maybe we could. I do want to talk about one particular stock today, which was Netflix. I do want to talk about Netflix just a little bit. There's some lessons there inside of the Netflix trade.
All right, so go do that.
And
come get me when you're done.
All right, I'll come get you. I'm over there. I'm gonna come get you. So what I want to talk to you guys here about Netflix. First, I'll talk to you a little bit about the style of trading that I implement and how it kind of takes the emotions out of trading. When I identify a key level of support, all right, and you guys will see this key level of support right here at 330. Does not take a master or experienced chartist to kind of see this level. You see how you had this resistance right here on the 28th and the 1st. So see that resistance right there. Then you fast forward it and you zoom it in and you see support, 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 support. So coming into the day today, one of the ideas that I had was to be a buyer of Netflix down inside of this region, and look for a follow through move and a breakout move today. And this became an entry zone for me. Now, what ends up happening here is you see the stock does not quite get into the entry zone, right? So this green, this box right here, I'll highlight it in green, is my entry zone. Okay. So that's going to be the entry zone. That's where I want to buy the stock. Why do I want to buy the stock there? Well, because I just showed you this key level of support. That used to be a level of resistance. And you broke above that level with a nice volume surge, okay, on the 8th. And we've done a nice job of consolidating and holding that breakout. Even when I take you to the daily chart, you can see on the daily chart, you can see this previous support, then resistance, then support. You broke out, and then you held above it, consolidated above it for these 2 days. And then there you look for now the follow-through breakout day. So one of the ideas that we had coming into the day today, and again, full disclosure, I did not trade this stock today because it never got into this green box. right? But I'm showing you this trading style and the trading strategy here, which is when you identify these levels, it's trusting the levels, when let the stock price come to you, okay? A mistake that a lot of inexperienced traders make is that they chase price action. So I like to let price action come to me. And that is how you get, that's how you get better fills. You get better entries. The better your entry, the more money that you can make on the trades that you are right. Because the closer you are able to buy a stock to your stop loss, the bigger your position size can be. So then when you do get the trades that you're right on, you're able to make a hell of a lot more money when you get the follow through. So it's just one particular style and strategy of trading. It's kind of I'm more of a conservative style trader, which means I like to buy pullbacks into support. I like to short bounces into resistance. This is an example, okay, of that, where if you get down into that range, I want to be a buyer. We just did not quite get into that range. But second lesson is if a stock's truly strong, you get more than one crack at it, right? So what I want to show you is I'm going to draw a line across the initial morning highs for Netflix. Okay. So there's your initial morning high for Netflix. All right. There it is right there, that top. That's also the prior day's close. Okay. So you have the prior day's close, you have initial morning high, you broke through that initial morning high. And if we can just drop the message on the screen for 1 second, guys, so I can show the volume. Yep. Thank you. And you'll see when you broke through the high of the day, you see how you got that increase in volume when you broke through the high of the day, and then you pulled it back, and you pulled back where? Right into that level. You pulled right into that level, previous day's close, initial morning high, also your VWAP indicator. That was the next acceptable entry point. So right here becomes an entry point. Okay. So there were two places where I would have looked to be a buyer of this stock. Okay. Two places where you look to be a buyer of this name. One of them would be here, what we just talked about. And the first, which was my first entry point, was right here, which ended up not being reached. Right. So this was entry area number one that I wanted, and it never got reached. Okay. I'll just draw it out for you guys. Right. So this would be entry number one. It never gets filled. Stock runs away from you. Stay focused. Look for another entry point, because if a stock's truly strong, you get more than one chance. There is second entry opportunity. And then obviously the rest is history. The stock had a massive day today. This is, in my opinion, the best stock of the day. When I look around and I look at all of the charts that are out there, and we look at, you can take a look at, Alphabet had a huge day today. Yes. But a lot of that was a gap up. You gapped up, and there really wasn't a lot of opportunity from a trade standpoint. The move was made right there. After that move, the stock just went sideways. So, I mean, unless you're like a micro scalper, there's no real risk reward here. Stock just went sideways. So really, this was a gap up, and you would have had to have been on it right from the opening bell. In my opinion, Netflix is stock of the day. I'm not going to say trade of the day because, like I said, I did not get filled. So I'm not going to say trade of the day. Stock of the day. And there's lessons to take away from it. Even though I didn't get my fills on it, I still think there's lessons there for you guys to take a look at. You can study it. You can take a snapshot of the chart, put it in your notebook or whatever it is, wherever your study material is. And, lesson one is, okay, that was the entry point. We just didn't get to the area. So be it. And then where's the next entry opportunity? And that second entry opportunity was very, very acceptable there around 336. And the stock has a nice 9-point move to 345 by the end of the day. So congrats, TG members that jumped on this. I do know a few of you did get your fills on this second entry point. I don't really think anybody caught the first one because we didn't reach the buy zone on the first one, but I do know a handful of you did catch the second one. So congratulations on that. So some lessons there that we can take away from the trading day. I think important. There's always something you guys can learn from the day. Always. No matter if the stock market goes sideways, if you have a green day, if you have a red day, no matter what happens, I always think there's something that you can learn from the day. And this is just another one example of that. Okay. All right, folks. Now, with that being said, that's kind of the highlight that I wanted to go over with you guys. Now, I'd like to go ahead and bring on my business partner and co-founder of TTG. Everybody, welcome Adam.
Hey,
What's up, man?
what's up, buddy? What are we doing?
Well, I figure we can take a bunch of questions from members, and I think maybe you and I can ask each other a couple of questions.
What do you want to talk about?
You know, maybe kind of, you know, I think people would benefit, I think, from, hearing a little bit about the other side of things. Like, you and I started True Trading Group many years ago with the intention of disrupting this industry and providing a real fighting chance for retail, because retail, they open up an account, they put a couple $1,000 in it, they go on Twitter and they gamble their money away without really ever having a fair chance of success. They don't have access to real education. They don't have access to professional tools, and they're not part of a community that actually cares whether or not they succeed or fail. And I think we've done a very damn good job of accomplishing that. But I think it'd be nice for people to kind of hear from our side of things is like what we have seen is the biggest impact for traders. I mean, we've had over 55,000 retail traders come through True Trading Group, whether they're trial members or they became full-time annual members or lifetime members or whatever it is. We've had nearly 60,000 retail traders since 2016 come through True Trading Group. So we've seen a lot of what are the things that traders struggle with and what are the things that it takes from a business standpoint, from True Trading Group as a company. Like, what are some of the things that you've seen that we have implemented in TTG that have benefited people the most?
Okay. I like that.
I think that's a cool, it's a quiet day in the markets. So I feel like it would be nice to kind of maybe switch things up a little bit and give people maybe some insight from the other side.
Okay. So how do you want to start?
With what I just asked you.
What did you just ask me? I'm sorry.
Are you not paying attention to me?
I was not for a second. Go ahead. I apologize. I'm usually on the back end of these things.
On the back end of a lot of things. I was asking you, like, what have you seen? Because obviously, so those of you that don't know, Adam's not a trader. I'm the trader. Adam runs the business side of True Trading Group. He's the one that makes sure that the platform operates smoothly and negotiates the deals to put the tools that we have onto the platform for people, so that you guys get access to like $5,000 to $6,000 worth of tools. So my question to you, Adam, is what do you think, from talking to the thousands of traders that you've talked to, is what is the most responsible for the success that we have, that members have at True Trading Group? Now, for those of you that don't know, the majority of members are making money, becoming better traders. And I'll don't take my word for it. Members, you guys type the $ in chat right now if you're making money, you're becoming a better trader because of TTG, whether it's the tools, the platform, the courses, the moderators, the alerts, the community, or all of the above that is responsible for your success. Go ahead and type the $ in chat right now. Anyone that's not a member, just pay attention to how many people type the $. But we have a 78% retention rate, which is insane, Adam. Like 78% of our members renew their membership or have gone on to become lifetime members. We're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with 2,100 reviews. Like, we've only had to give refunds to 2.43% of our members since 2016. These numbers are unheard of in this industry that we are in, of stock market education, trade alerts, etc. A lot of our competitors would give their left arm to have a 40% retention rate, never mind 78. They'd give their left leg to have a 10% refund rate, never mind 2.4. So, like, my question to you is, like, what do you think is the reason why TTG members have so much more success than a lot of other places? Because there's a lot of members in TTG that came from other places, lost a bunch of money, then came to True Trading Group, but now they're having success. And again, for those of you that are not members, guys, now do me a favor. And last question I'll ask members: type the number 2 if you were part of another group and you lost money, and now you're part of True Trading Group and you guys are either making that money back or already have, and now you're profitable, type the number 2 if that's you. So like there's obviously reasons, Adam, right? Like there's reasons why thousands of traders can go to, OTA, Raging Bull, all the Atlas, all these other places that are out there, lose money, and then come to True Trading Group and have success. So my question to you is, what do you attest that to the most? I know it's a tough question, but it's something that like I was thinking about, and I'm just curious, because I know you talk to thousands of our members just like I do.
Yeah. So the question is, why do I think that the majority?
What is it? Like what can you attribute because it's so unbalanced between the people that have success here versus at other places. Like, what do you think? What do you attribute that success to the most?
That's a good question. See how many new people are here while I think on that for a second.
Guys, type the letters TTG if you're not a member of True Trading Group. Obviously, you saw we have a bunch of members that are on here that are commenting and answering the questions that I have. But if you're not part of the community, why don't you guys just type TTG real quick inside chat? Don't be shy. Just type TTG if you guys are not a member. Want to see who we have, how many people that are not members here that may not know about the community. Don't be shy, guys. Go ahead and type the letters TTG. We got Joshua. We got viewer. What's up, John? Alan, MT, welcome back. I've seen you here before. I'm Don. Jose. DMC, thank you. DMC goes, I think it's because you work your butts off and you actually care about us. We really do care about you guys. Randy, Gil, Jose, 407 Gaming, first time.
All right. First of all, I don't think that you and I do anything that special. I think that I think the bar is set very low. You sure you want me to answer these questions? Because yeah. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I do. I think it would be cool for people to hear from. It's different because we've talked to thousands of traders. Like I said, we've had a sample set of over 55,000 people that have come through True Trading Group. So I think it would be cool to kind of.
All right. So I think that the bar in this industry is set so incredibly low. People are looking for some sort of a solution, right? People want to be a part of something that's going to help them move forward. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I think that a lot of times there's a lot of things out there that sound really, really good that people give a try to because for whatever the reason. And a lot of times it's only a small fraction of what's actually being shown on the front end is a reflection of what you're actually getting once you're on the other side of that paywall. So I think that why people are successful, I think that people are signing up and they're seeing that right off the bat, people maybe have this expectation where they think to themselves, I'm going to pay for this, and there's no way that it's going to look this good on the back end, right? But then you get it, and it looks better than Jennifer Lopez's back end, which is a nice back end. So, with respect. So what I'm saying is that we give exactly what we say we are going to give and then some, right? We just do our job that way. Our job is we tell you what you're going to get and we give that to you.
Right.
And I think that people are so because the bar is set so low, people are so dumbfounded that they actually get that, and that there isn't any like weird, switch bait things going on. And then people finally, I think that alone starts people off on the right foot. And then those people get motivated because now they have, they realize that, holy shit, sorry for cursing, I have the thing that I've been looking for. Now it's on me.
Right.
Now we give everything we say and then some. So now you can't point the finger anymore. We have done a very good job of taking away everybody's excuse. Right? We have done a very good job at taking away everybody's excuse. So then if it doesn't work, then you know that it's on you. Right? So, and nobody wants that to be on them. So once they see that they cannot point the finger at somebody else, that they have to that they have to, put in the work, because everything they have ever wanted out of something like this is here, then it's on them. That's why when members come on here and they're like, thank you guys changed my life. No, we didn't do any of that. I'm not studying like you're studying. I'm not placing the trades. You're placing the trades. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they're doing the work. We provide the tools, the community, the mentorship, and the resources. And we give it 110% on our end. But you're not going to become successful through osmosis. You have to put, you're not just going to become a good trader because you hang out in a chat room with Mike. You're just going to be some loser in a chat room. You got to put in a little bit of effort. And the people that do are very handsomely rewarded. Very handsomely rewarded. And I think at the core of it, we can go on and say, oh, it's the community, it's the family atmosphere, it's the encouragement. All of those things are true. But at a very core level, I think what it comes down to is nobody wants to be their own reason that they couldn't do something or failed. And when you put them into what it is that we have created for people, the only reason that it would not work for you is because you failed. So I think people are motivated by that. Because most people want to put the effort. Most people want to do well. When you put everything they need in front of them, most people are going to take to that and run with it. But when you put people in a community where you're always $1,000 away from being successful,
right?
Then of course that's not going to work. I don't know if that was a good answer, but that was the answer.
Yeah, I don't. There's no right or wrong answer. I think it's kind of what you think, what you would attribute the
That's
success.
what I think. That's what I think.
Fair. I think, like you said, it's like you can lead a horse to water, right? We provide the resources and the tools that we think that traders need in order to become successful. But most people, not everybody, but most people understand that trading is not necessarily a get rich quick scheme. But unfortunately, there's people out there that try to convince you otherwise. They try to tell you that, hey, I have this one special secret pattern that nobody else in the world knows about, and I'm going to teach it to you. It works.
I understand. Yeah, I mean, look. It's amazing look, it's also a business strategy. You know what I'm saying? It's also a business strategy. Why do you we come on here every night. We offer that double your money back guarantee. We have this stupid low refund rate that I personally believe is going to have to go up at some point because it's too low.
As we get bigger, right? Yeah.
I thought it was going to be higher. It's actually gone down. I don't know, man. I don't think it's realistic long term, but we'll see. The point is that, you know, we have, you know, it's a business decision. There's a reason why we have a low refund rate right now, you know, and have for many years. There's a reason why so many people renew or go lifetime. We give you a sarcastic amount of support and effort and tools and education and resources. We don't nickel and dime you. We treat you like people. We don't bullshit you. We talk real to you. The people that we have that are your educators are actually doing this with real money to support their families. They are employees of our company, which means that they are responsible to provide value to you. I mean, very hard to find that. That's not the norm. You know, I mean, you know, is it the only place in the world like that exists? Probably not, but you're definitely not going to go online and Google, you know, learn to trade stocks and find another company like that that's advertising. I know, I check often. So, all right, next question. Go ahead. I like this.
Oh, well, that was, I mean, you have a question for me? I don't know. That was just one question I had on top of my head for you.
Oh. What is the most frustrating attribute of a True Trading Group member for you? Like, what do you see from members? Like, you've talked to a lot of members, a lot of them successful, and a lot of them, you know, a lot of them successful and some of them not successful.
Yeah.
Of the ones that are not successful, what is the largest common denominator between those members?
I would say probably the most common thing that I see from people, and I talk to at least, so I do, for those who don't know, I do one-on-one mentor sessions every day, at least one, sometimes two a day. And probably the issue that I see that is the most common is a psychological issue that stems from, it's all just complete lack of confidence in what they see and what they think that they see. And that lack of confidence usually comes from a fear of losing money because they've lost money in the past, or they have just lost money in general trading and trying to do this. Like if they were with some other group, they were totally taken advantage of. They got, you know, they lost 10 grand trying to trade with somebody else, whatever it is. So that now that they're actually learning stuff, they don't trust what they see. And there's a total lack of confidence in that trader now, where the trader might say, okay, it looks like there's support here at 100. The stock gets to 100. They don't buy it, right? They hesitate. And then they're like, well, let me make sure that it bounces off 100 first, and maybe make sure the support level's there. That's because they don't trust that 100 is support. Even though they look at a chart, it's like Netflix. Like I'll go to that Netflix trade that I was just showing you, you guys as the example from before, right? Like I can draw a line right here across this level, and you all see the support level, right? You can all see that this area, let me zoom this in, pretend like today it never happened yet. You can all see that this level is support. Every time the stock gets there, the stock bounces off it. So we could say, okay, well, if the stock gets here, we want to buy it, right? But then when the stock actually gets there, you hesitate because the only way the stock's going to get there, and if I zoom this in, now all of a sudden, look, you see red candle, right? And now the trader that doesn't trust what they're seeing, they don't buy the stock. Because they're like, oh man, look at the side, look at that red candle. It scares them away, and they hesitate. They don't pull the trigger, and then the stock ends up bouncing from that level. The stock moves higher. Then they chase the stock higher. They buy the stock significantly away from where they wanted to buy it. The risk reward is all screwed up now. It creates a whole snowball effect of problems when they all stems from a lack of confidence. And what frustrates me is what I try to get across to people is that, yeah, you did not have success in the past. You were not trading in the past. You were gambling in the past. You were buying and selling stocks or buying and selling options, having no idea what you were doing, having no idea why this stock is going to go higher or why the stock is going to go lower. You now know the reasons and the answers to these questions. You know why this stock has support here. You know why this stock is going to move higher. You are educated enough now. You've been through the courses. You've done the workshops. You've talked to the moderators. You've talked to members. You know these answers now. So believe in yourself. Trust yourself. Trust your analysis. Just because you failed in the past does not mean that you are destined to fail in the future. You did not know the things that you know now in the past. You are not the same trader that you were in the past. Start trusting and believing in your analysis because you now know what you are doing. The education that you receive at True Trading Group, you are now a completely different type of trader. So you have to get over that fear of losing money, and you have to prove to yourself that you can do this. I tell people that really struggle with this, that struggle with this fear of like, I can't pull the trigger. I don't trust myself. So it gets to my area. I don't pull the trigger and then it bounces. Like it happens all the time. Like I say 100, I want to be a buyer. The stock drops to 100. I get long at $100.20. The stock bounces to 101.50. And then the member buys at 101.50. Well, you're buying at 101.50. Then I say I'm taking profit at 102. And then you go, well, I'm not going to take profit at 102 because I just got in at 101.50. I'm up like $20. I'm not going to take profit. What's the point of that? Right? But it's because you're chasing the stock higher. Then what happens? The stock has resistance at 102. So it pulls back to 180. Now you're red. I'm still green. You get scared. You go, oh, here we go again. Another losing trade. You know what? I'm only down $50. Let me get out now before I'm down 100. And you exit the trade. You take a loss. I stay in the trade. And an hour later, the stock's at 104. And I'm like, great job, guys. Boom. Members that are in call options, 50% gain. And you're red on the trade. You're red on the trade, not because you did not think the stock was going to go up. You're not red because you shorted it and the stock went higher. You're red, okay? You're red because you did not trust your analysis. And even though your analysis was right, you still lost money. These are the things that make the difference in trading. You have to start trusting your analysis. Go on a simulator. We have a simulator that lets you trade with real-time data, with fake money. Every single idea you have, go ahead and place orders at your entry zones. Let the orders fill. You got to prove to yourself that you're right. And that's how you start getting your confidence a little bit higher. So you asked me what's the most common issue that I see. That's it. Because everybody comes to True Trading Group. They've all been part of all these other groups, and they've all lost money before. So they're scared to lose money further. You have to start trusting that you now know what you are doing, and you got to start pulling the trigger when you think you see something. Believe in yourself.
All right. You have a question?
Do members have any questions? Maybe you guys have any questions for Adam and I?
Well, if you want me to answer one more, ask it, because I got to go to my kid's school for this thing that they have. And then my mom's in the hospital, just got out of surgery, so I'm going to go visit her as well.
Oh, sure. You didn't tell me that, man. Sure, right?
Yeah, she's okay.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'll talk to you off YouTube. She's okay.
All right. Well, you didn't tell me that. Okay. Do I have another question for you? We have grown tremendously as True Trading Group over the last several years, right? Mm-hmm. We launched to the public in 2016, but really 2017 is really when we started kind of hitting the pavement. And we've grown tremendously in the, members that have been part of the community for 4 years 5 years have seen the evolution of the platform and how it just continues to get better. And my question to you, from the business aspect of things and the platform itself, not necessarily like the education and trade alerts, but like the platform, the business that is True Trading Group, what is the next 1 to 3 years look like for you, for True Trading Group? Like, what are you, where do you see us going with this platform and with this company, and what do you want to accomplish with this over the next couple of years? Because we grew exponentially over the last few years. What do you see for us for the next few years going forward?
I think the important thing that you and I talk about this all the time is realizing, even though we've grown very, very quickly over the past couple of years, realizing how realizing how small we actually are. Comparatively, or comparing to other companies out there, you have me, Kevin, you have Tim Sykes, you have OTA, you have all these other companies, and we can sit up here and talk all the shit that we want about these companies. The facts are that, where we have, over, 10,000 members, a lot of these companies have over, 50 to 100,000 members, right? So we are so small and so new that, every time you say we're just getting started, I think, hey, we really are. So I think that we got a huge boost, during COVID. And then that really has accelerated well beyond that. Yeah. Because there was a lot of people that were looking for something like this during COVID, and then a lot of people got burned, and then a lot of people found us. I would often joke that we were the last stop on the block for a lot of people. Yeah. For a long time, the way that True Trading Group grew is that we would get all the other groups where people got burned. We would get all of those people to sign up. And then those people would then come on here and support us and tell other people about us. And word of mouth, no matter what business you're in, is truly why everyone does every form of marketing. Word of, nothing's going to sell somebody on something like someone you trust telling you to do something.
Right.
So, for me, it's always about how can we get to that next milestone number with keeping the integrity of the group, keeping in the forefront the things that have gotten us to this point, all the while, not having to do certain types of advertising or having to portray something that is not real. And I while still getting to that level, I want to be at a level that these other companies are at, but I want to do it on our terms. I don't want to be forced into having to play somebody else's game. I want to play our game, and I want us to, set a path. And that will take more time and will require patience and will require a lot of innovation and a lot of work and a lot of hours and live streams 6 nights a week, even when we did no preparation for one today. Including, I don't even think we marketed this live stream today, and we still have like 600 people on here, which is awesome. So, yeah, man, I want to become a lot bigger, but I want to get there the right way. And everything that we do has been based upon our members' success. The more successful they are, the quicker we grow. It is a symbiosis. Symbiosis. I don't know if symbiosis is the right word, but it's not. It's a win-win.
Yes. Well, they're hand in hand. That's our and symbiotic is what you were looking for, not
yeah, symbiotic.
But you know, that's been how you and I we've always said to ourselves, there are millions upon millions upon millions of people that are interested and active in the stock market. If we have a product that works, that people have success with, it takes care of itself.
I'm pretty sure I said that to you.
Yep. When you have a complete sham, you have to market the ever-living crap out of yourself to convince people that you are the best. There is a quote from one of the C-suite executives of Lamborghini. And it's a little bit different, but I'll tell you how.
Is it, oh shit, here comes Adam again? Don't offer him any deals.
No. They said, somebody asked, how come Lamborghini doesn't advertise on television? And the person's response was, because our clientele are not sitting around watching TV all day. That was the response. How I interpret that is, if your product is good enough, right, then the brand takes care of itself. The product takes care of itself if your customers are happy with what it is that you provide. If we create a product, and we've said since day one, you guys go back and watch like the first live streams we ever did. Adam and I told you that we have set out to change this industry for the better. And we are going to force our competitors to change or die.
And we have. I've seen a lot of people make some pretty big changes in their own platform.
Exactly. And in the message that they try to portray. Because when I'm sitting here and I say, okay, well, if someone joins True Trading Group and they have success, they generate income trading, they make the right decisions in their long-term portfolio, that person tells two people, tells their brother, tells their coworker, then that person joins. Then they have success. Then they tell 2 or 3 other people, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And that's how we will grow organically without having to spend $1 million a month on marketing and showing you guys videos of me driving my car, pulling up in my driveway at my house, or showing Adam getting on a private plane, or let's going out on a yacht together, and convince you that in 1 hour a day, I can make you $10,000 a day. Just buy my fail-proof system for $1,000. That's not how we are going to grow this company, because that marketing tactic is completely unrealistic. It's complete BS. And in my opinion, it's extremely misleading and it's immoral. If you're going to join True Trading Group, if you guys truly want to learn a skill that can help you generate income, that can help you make better decisions, this platform exists to do exactly that. It's not going to be some, mother of all stock squeezes, get rich quick, become a millionaire in 30 days, but it is something that is real. The members are real. The successes are real. Our values and our mission is real. The resources, the education, the tools, the community, the camaraderie, the mentorship, it's all real. The potential for you is real. It's up to you to seize it. And we firmly believe that if we build that platform and create that product and environment, the rest takes care of itself. That is how we're going to grow this company. That's how we have grown this company from day one. That's how we've grown it since 2016, 2017. That's how we've grown. That's how we're going to grow it for the next 6 years, and the 6 years after that, and the 6 years after that.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it's been quite a ride. So yeah, I want to get to a point where we can be as big as those other companies, but we didn't have to do certain things to get there.
Yeah. It might take us longer, but it's a cleaner way to get there. At least when we show up, we don't have mud on our hands.
Yeah. Look, man, I love what we built. And I love the fact that so many people have really taken to it, and and really made it their own. And I was joking today. We had about a year or so ago, we had a very serious, it was just at the talking phase, but from a big company that was cashed up and made us a very, very tempting offer to sell True Trading Group.
Yep.
And we turned it down. We turned it down, and I forget why, but I was sharing that story in chat today, and somebody said something, and I didn't tell you about this yet, but it was like, and I don't think it's possible, but it was such an interesting concept. It was the day that you guys want to cash out and be done, sell it to your lifetime members. Give it back to the people, and I'm like, I don't know about that, but
I don't even know how that's possible.
It's not, but just the
I
idea,
mean, give everybody a share like the Green Bay Packers.
but the idea that many, that there were a lot of people that were like, yo, this is my home. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the thought, I mean, I don't think you could do it, but the thought behind it was very cool.
That is cool. That's really cool. That is really, really cool. Really, really cool. Yeah, guys, we turned that over, and that was a pretty easy decision for Adam and I, to be honest with you.
It wasn't.
What? It wasn't. No, we you have to,
Let me tell you something. Somebody that had when somebody puts 8 figures in front of your face and you turn it down, and then the next day somebody bitches at you about a laptop or gives Mike shit about an alert, you instantly want to call back and be like, yo, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize what I was doing. What do I have to do for you to take that, for you to continue to offer this?
Remember 2 days ago I told you to go F yourself and we're worth more than that? I take it back.
I take it back. Please give me another chance. I'm sorry. No, but look, nothing that, we didn't do it. We're not going to do it.
No.
But I just thought it was a cool thought that members had,
No, that's really cool. That is very, very, very cool. Who knows, man? Maybe there's an IPO in our future one day, and members get shares. Who knows?
I can't write off. We won't be able to write stuff off anymore.
Who knows? Well, listen, you won't have to after you do the IPO.
Okay. All right, I gotta go.
All right, man. I'll hang out. I'll take a couple of questions from people, and then some people want to join our trial membership, get their butts in with us. And
how many people are new on here again, real quick?
Guys, type TTG if you're new. Or if you're not a member. Just TTG.
It's all members.
It's all members.
Yeah, we didn't market this at all. Oh, take it back. Chris. What up, Chris?
What up, Chris?
Chris, it's your lucky day, bruh. Mike, go ahead and open the membership up for people.
What? How many?
Five.
Okay.
Do 10. I gotta go. Do 10.
I hate when you just drop this on me out of nowhere.
I have to leave right now. Do 10 and give them a laptop with it. All right.
What price am I even doing this at?
$950 for the year. Bye.
So this is what happens when there's no preparation whatsoever for a live stream. You know, there is preparation that goes on behind the scenes before we do these things. We had 0 today, and I was not anticipating or expecting doing this at all whatsoever. Okay. But I mean, listen, guys, for those of you, let me explain. We've closed annual membership for True Training Group. What you do now is you join our trial membership first. After the trial membership, if you want to join, you submit an application. We will determine whether or not we think you're a good fit for True Training Group based on your interactions. We don't want people that come in True Training Group and just, you know, talk about, you know, some mother-in-law short squeeze or talk about Phantom Ghost short shares or how much they hate Citadel and Ken Griffin. You know, I want people that genuinely, truly want to learn this skill, that are not just looking to get rich quick. They actually want to learn this skill. They want to become educated. They want to make better decisions. Those are the people that we want in True Training Group. That's the community that we have built. And I want to maintain the integrity of the quality of the people, because True Training Group is only as good as the people. Like, our community, our members are what makes True Training Group so special. And I want to maintain that integrity at all costs as we grow. And the way that we do that is by having this limited process where we could select the people that we want to join our community. So what Adam has just done is Adam has opened up that open enrollment. Now, also that previous way that I was just mentioning, the cost of the membership at that point, after you go through the trial membership, is $1,800 for the entire year. That's after you go through the trial membership. If you want to join and we accept you, you pay $1,800 for the whole year. But through open enrollment, which we closed last week, it's $950 for the entire year. So you can thank Adam. I wasn't prepared to do this. We'll open up 10 spots on the open enrollment for $950. That's 57% off the normal price, which is $22.12. If you just go to our website on your own to truetraininggroup.com, it'll be $22.12. But on the live stream here, you can go to ttgoffer.com. The coupon code is TTG121. That gets you a 57% discount. It drops the price down to $950. He already has the laptop on the checkout page. I feel like he knew that he was going to do this to me. So the next 10 people to join, you get the $950 price point, but you also get a free laptop. You see the laptop in the top corner of the checkout page? As long as you see that laptop, that's how you guys know that you're going to be getting a laptop. We cover the shipping. It's free. We ship anywhere in the world. That $950 covers all of our courses and all of the tools for the entire year of your membership. There are no upsells for courses. There's no upsells for tools or indicators or scanners or simulators or news feeds. All of that stuff is included in the $950. We don't sell you half of the solution. You commit to True Training Group and our community. We commit right back to you. I give you a double your money back guarantee. If you can't make the $950 back at least once, after you go through the courses, pass the quizzes, and attend the study group, I'll give you back $1,900. That's the deal. If you can't make back $950 at least one time, I'll give you back $1,900. I stand behind the platform that we've created. I put my money where my mouth is. You invest in True Training Group. We invest in you. We're in business together when you join. You'll put up $950. I'll put up $950. And that's the deal. And that's how it should be. We can do that because our refund rate's only 2.43%. 78% of our members renew or have gone on to become lifetime members. And we're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 2,100 reviews. That's why I have no problem offering a double your money back guarantee. Nobody else is going to offer you that. You have to wonder why that is. If our refund rate was 10, 15, 20%, I certainly would not offer you double your money back. We would go out of business. But since it is 2.43, I can offer it. You guys just have to go to ttgoffer.com. Use the code TTG121. You'll get the $950 price point and the free laptop. This includes all of our courses and all of our tools. You get, Joe, why don't you post the link up in chat? Actually, they can actually see the syllabus. You guys can click the link that's in chat. Okay. You can click the link that's in chat. It'll show you all of the list of courses. Okay. There's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures. It is a simplified and expanded upon version of what I learned when I worked at the Fund in New York and had to go through their 3-month training program. You guys get access to every one. You don't join, then all of a sudden there's these VIP courses that cost another $1,000. You get access to all of them. It's a 22 course curriculum that we are actually constantly adding to every year. Based on market environments, we add new course material. You get access to all the new courses as well. There's no upsell for the courses. The tools are also included. Okay, $5,000 to $6,000 worth of tools. You get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed. So you get news as soon as it crosses the wire. That's $1,000 a year. If you go to Benzinga directly, it's included in the $950 when you join us. You also get congressional trading data, track the trades made by members of Congress, Quote Media's full book level 2, Trading View's premium charting software, the Trade Ideas scanner to focus on the hottest stocks during the day. All right, a simulator from ETNA lets you trade stocks, options, crypto, and futures with fake money, but real-time data so you guys can practice. You get our own proprietary scanner that lets you create custom scans. You get dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow. If you don't know how to use these things or what they are, don't worry. We'll teach you what these are and how to use them efficiently and effectively. You also get a trading journal that tracks your trades, breaks it down to your statistics so you can see what you're doing wrong and what you need to improve on. You get a social sentiment scanner, tells you what stocks are being talked about most on social media, analyst ratings on any stock, watch lists every day from the mods, what stocks we're focusing on with detailed game plans of where we're buying, where we're selling, what we expect. All of this is included for the $950. So we're going to open this up just for tonight. Whatever happens first, 10 people sign up or midnight tonight, and then we're going to close it down. And you'll have to go back to the trial membership first, apply, and then $1,800 if you want to join from that point forward. But you have the opportunity right now, the next 10 people, or before midnight, whatever happens first, to go to ttgoffer.com. Use the code TTG121. You get the $950 price point. That's it. You're good for the whole year, and you're locking yourself in at $950. So you're grandfathering yourself in. So next year, our membership can be $2,500. It doesn't matter. When you come up time to renew, which we're confident you're going to want to because 78% of our members have, you'll only pay the $950. You don't pay the higher price. You're locking yourself in and grandfathering yourself in at that price. The laptop, we ship anywhere in the world. We have members in 100 different countries. As long as you live on planet Earth, we'll get you a laptop. We even cover the shipping. It's our gift to you. So go to ttgoffer.com now. Use the code TTG121. Listen carefully. If you are a trial member, you used to be a trial member, or you used to be an annual member, you have to text us. We got to whitelist your email address. Go to send a text message to the number at the bottom of your screen. 786-505-4049. Again, 786-505-4049. Text that phone number at the bottom of your screen. We have to whitelist your email to give you guys this discount. Or if you have any questions, text that number. Okay. Text that number. If you guys have any questions, okay, text that number. If you guys have questions, we're fully transparent. We're an open book. You have questions about me, the mods, our trading, anything, you text us, we'll answer your questions, and you'll be talking to a real person. All right. So that's it, folks. All right. Again, ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. Take advantage of the $950 price point, the free laptop, and the double your money back guarantee. That's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. We kind of switched things up a little bit here today on the live stream. There's a cool little discussion that I had with Adam. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We got some important information coming out tomorrow. Consumer sentiment data is coming out tomorrow. I think that's the big one. So markets are range bound right now. Which one of these economic catalysts can break us out of this range, either upside or downside? We'll be all over it tomorrow. We'll identify, Netflix was the stock of the day today. We will see what is stock of the day tomorrow, and hopefully we'll be all over it. All right. We'll finish the week off strong. All right. Thanks for tuning in tonight, folks. If you haven't done so already, smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, turn on your notifications, make sure you never miss out on any one of these live streams. We're dropping golden nuggets on a regular basis. You can't afford to miss them. Have a great night, everybody. I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow. Take care.